if the government's interested in quantum technologies, this is who I think they should be talking
to show that if you had a transition between a type 1 superconductor and a type 2 superconductor, that at that junction you could force photons in and gravitons out. And so that idea would be what they call an S-wave junction in Josephson junction. And his first interpretation about how to do that was with a bulk, we call it a bulk device, where you lay down a huge chunk of crystal, of high temperature superconducting crystal, then you lay onto that a smaller layer of low temperature superconductor, and that gets that type 1, type 2 junction going, so you can force those transitions. He was recommending YBCO or bismuth copper oxide as the high temperature side, and on the low temperature side, like a magnesium, or you could even use lead.
This is the Josephson junction microchip that Gary Stevenson has been talking about for the last couple of years that I've been following. And this, if you actually look at what quantum computers are, like down to the smallest level, they're Josephson junctions. They make series of Josephson junctions, and they sample background energy. In fact, somebody just said in the chat that Sean Carroll came out and he's calling it background energy. That's exactly how they're going to get around the ether, because they're like, well, where's the energy coming? Well, it's coming from the background. No, it's coming from the fucking 0 point energy. It's the only way any of this makes any sense. So they're going to get there the roundabout way, but they're not going to get there until, and this is the craziest part. Think about this. The physicists aren't going to get there until their phone literally doesn't run out of energy anymore. That's when Sabine Hassenfelder will be forced to admit that 0 point energy exists. Not until we literally have free energy microchips in our cell phones. Now, I would ask you this. How could we not have covered up free energy if the first time we're getting it is when we already have microchip technology? You're telling me there was no way to tap into free energy until we had microchip technology? If you believe that, you're pretty naive. The answer to what's happening here is we've been gatekept from the reality of how energy is produced intentionally. And it's been advancing, but we just haven't known. And now we're suddenly going to get technology that should have taken 100 years to develop. We're going to suddenly get it overnight. How wild is that? So take a look at Josephson junction. By the way, Josephson junctions just won the Nobel Prize for macroscopic quantum tunneling last year too. I don't know. Josephson junction, maybe Josephson junction disclosure will be 2027's theme at this point. Next thing, Elon Musk doesn't know, chat. How do I know? Because he's making posts like this. I don't know why you guys keep making me show you that Elon Musk doesn't know. Unfortunately, electric rockets are impossible. Chat, do you believe that? If you believe and understand magnetohydrodynamics, you know that an electric rocket is not impossible. No. The reason why Elon Musk believes that electric rockets are impossible is because he thinks there's nothing to push back against in outer space. This actually explains why Elon Musk doesn't believe in fusion or any electric nuclear propulsion. Because he's thinking there's nothing to push back against. There's no way that can work. And even if you found a way for it to work, the amount of impulse you're going to get is going to be negligible compared to an actual rocket that's expelling mass, reaction. And that's crazy to me. That proves Elon does not understand 0 point energy. Elon does not understand magnetohydrodynamics. Elon's advisors are no question normie PhD physicist people that are either have no idea or they're too afraid to even question Elon because they have too good of a situation going on. And this wouldn't surprise me. Elon is guaranteed surrounded by yes men, except for probably his closest confidants, which are not. But he's the richest man in the world. Everybody's going to be sucking up to him all the time. I'm not even going to rag on Elon anymore. What I've realized recently, last few weeks, thinking about all this, like I said, we are going to need to gatekeep this. We're going to have tests. Like, hey, do you watch Candace Owens? Do you watch Tucker Carlson? Okay, well, then you don't get 0 point energy. That's an automatic fail. Sorry. We're going to have to test whether or not you can be responsible with this technology. I think the way to reach Elon is just to sit there and catch him. What's going to happen is he's going to have a red pill moment where he's going to have a free energy microchip in his phone, which he also must not believe is real. And his whole reality is going to flip. And we don't need to shit on Elon anymore. What's the point? Instead, let's just be there to pick up the pieces. When Elon Musk breaks up with his 15th baby mama, and he finds out free energy is real and 0 point energy is real, chat, we're going to be there to help mend Elon back together, fix that broken heart. Don't worry, Elon. You wasted 20 years shooting useless rockets into the sky. But you know what? We can actually get to Mars now. We can literally just teleport to Mars now. So there's kind of a silver lining in all this. Come home, Elon. Come home to MH370X. Come to 4 orbs. Come to 4 orbs, Elon. Okay, chat. Now, people have been talking shit about free energy. People have been talking shit about cold fusion. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. I don't like it one bit. So I went ahead. We're not going to go through this tonight because we're going to run out of time. But I went ahead and pulled up Conference of Free Energy number 1. The very first one. Take a look at this lineup. This is the one that got Tom Valone's life ruined. Now, let me ask you this, chat. If I'm right, and they literally covered up free energy, they covered up cold fusion, they're covering up teleportation, all this crazy crap, then they would be very upset at anyone that was digging into condensed charge research, what Ken Shoulders talked about, Hal Puthoff's work. They would be very upset at anyone talking about free energy, anyone upset talking about how humans have this technology, black projects have this, how they develop. Let's look at the speaker lineup, chat. Chat, I would pay a lot of money to watch this. Number 1, Thomas Valone. Number 2, Ken Shoulders. Ken Shoulders was the first speaker after Tom Valone. Oh my God, chat. Oh my God. I saw this. I couldn't even believe what I was looking at here. Tom Valone, Dr. Peter Greneau is referenced many times by Thomas Valone as well. I don't recognize a lot of the other names in the planetary program, or the plenary program, but the second part here, is that like the second half? Look at who's on this list. Stephen Greer, Dr. Edmund Storm. And I think I saw, was it on a different one? Was Thorsten Ludwig somewhere in here too? Maybe it's on a different one. Stephen Greer and Ed Storms. And also special video, cold fusion, fire from water. So I asked Tom Valone, I was like, so is the cold fusion speaker Eugene Malov? Yes, it was. So Eugene Malov of MIT, of Free Energy Magazine, I think it was called, presented his video about how they covered up. You want me to make it bigger? How they covered up cold fusion. How did they do it? They basically just rigged the results. They basically just debunked cold fusion by going, nah, this is just some photos from some dude's trip to Japan. And they made cold fusion go away. Crazy, chat. Stephen Greer was already figuring out what was going on. In 1999, Stephen Greer was doing his serious project, and he was interviewing all these guys. We've watched a lot of the interviews that Stephen Greer did. That's how we found a lot of these guys. Oh, here, oh, sorry, there's more. On the bottom, the audios. Eugene Malov, assisted nuclear reactions. Dr. George Miley, low energy nuclear reactions in lattice atoms. So down here at the bottom, it literally says Eugene Malov, George Miley, Ken Shoulders, Paul Laviolette, Paul Brown, Peter Greneau, Stephen Greer, Frank Zanaskrik. I can forget how to say his name. How do you say Frank's last name? Zanaskrik, whatever. Les Adam. I mean, this is a who's who of the OG 0 point energy researchers. This is some history shit right here, chat. Someone's going to make a YouTube video about this and get 1 million views. And then I'm going to review it on my live stream for like 500 people. It's going to be great.